What's up, beautiful people? This is Jose Trujillo. You're now on Hammer Time. Hammer time. Hammer time. Good to see you, beautiful people. I hope that everybody's doing great. Looking forward to doing all kinds of cool stuff, showing you guys all kinds of awesomeness. But first, coffee. Let me wave at people. What's up? First, we gotta get some coffee. I gotta get some coffee, people. It says that I waved people. So people, Hammer Time is all about getting your mindset right. What are you doing right from the beginning? It's been my experience that every time that I start my day, if I don't start it doing something, like purposely just doing something. I'm not talking about doing something right, just doing something. If I don't start out my day like that, what happens is that I start trying to cherry pick my way through the day. You know, cherry picking. It's an American concept, right? It's
English. just like picking what you want to do without doing the necessary.
Yeah,
or maybe picking the easy instead of like the stuff that's gonna be that you don't want to do, right?
Yeah, or maybe just
focusing on what's not going to make them money.
Trying to find out what's right, you know? Trying to find out what's right.
Yeah.
What's the right thing to do? What's the right move? And on and on and on. And that's the kind of stuff that slows you down. It's the kind of stuff that keeps you...
We should just go to the market.
No, I'm right here. It's the kind of stuff that keeps you down. It's the kind of stuff that holds you back. It slows you. It doesn't allow you to move forward. It doesn't allow you to start. It's really momentum, guys. It's the momentum. But I personally have found out that... Turn it down a little bit. I personally have found out that it's very difficult to catch momentum. It's not easy. It requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of just being plugged in. And I think that's why people... Personally, I think that's why people throw the towel. I think that's why people kind of give up before they even get started. Because just creating the initial momentum is so hard. And then keeping the momentum going requires the right mindset. It doesn't necessarily require more effort. It requires the mindset, right? The right mindset will breed the right effort. Let me order some coffee. Just a second. I'm going to order some coffee. You want your use?
Hi, what can I get started for you today?
Yeah, can I please have a venti iced coffee with soy and one packet of sweet and low?
Absolutely. What else today?
And venti pike place with steam half and half and classic.
And one ice.
And one ice water, please.
And an ice water, of course. Would you like a drink carrier at the window?
No, thank you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I got my coffee. I'm getting my coffee on. How's it going, Iris? How's it going, Zerg, Osh? So yeah, guys, keeping momentum alive it's hard in itself. But what's even harder in the beginning is getting to that momentum. And the only way that you can get into it is by doing multiple things and not think about time. Not think about them as, oh man, I'm gonna go and try to get create a collection of art. I wonder how long that's gonna take me. Or like, you have to remove the idea of time. You just got to do. How's it going, Carol? Good to see you here. It's really the only way. You start removing the idea of time. The concept of time is the thing that's going to bother you if you're not careful. The concept of time is it's really where the problem lies. It seems like it's a very complex concept, but it really isn't. It really isn't. And it's the thing that really will make or break you. Not being able to act in an imperfect way. You know, imperfect action is the right action, but most of us don't even take that. How are you today?
Good. You're gonna get off really soon.
Oh, nice. Started early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a late night and an early morning.
Oh man.
But surprisingly, for like 3 hours of sleep, I think I'm doing awesome. So yeah.
3 hours.
Power of espresso.
The power.
I'll check on those drinks for you.
Thank you. Getting my coffee on. Getting my coffee on. Coffee on. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Thank you. There you go, amigo. There you go, amigo. Thank you so much.
You're all set. Thank you.
All right.
Where's your coffee?
I got it right here.
Oh, here, I'll hold mine.
It's all right. So that's really what I try to focus on, guys. I try to focus on one of my mentors says that downtime is when he found the devil. Like he says, if you want to find the devil, have downtime. Of course, it's not literal. Come on, you know. But he's pointing to the fact that if you're not constantly engaged in something that will move you forward, you're going to start finding reasons, other things. You're going to start thinking about things. You're going to start thinking about why things don't work. They take too long, and on and on and on. When I first heard this person talk about how downtime is the devil for him, it made so much sense in my mind, because it's never been more obvious to me that when I have downtime, when I'm not, and it's not a popular concept because most people are trying to look for balance or trying to look for peace. They're like, oh man, if I could just, but we get the concepts confused. We get all these concepts confused. Most people are trying to look for that. How can I have peace? How can I work less? And on and on and on. But I've personally come to realize in my life, I don't know if you can see this in yours. I don't know if you can relate to this, but in my life, I've noticed that there's not even enough effort many times. There is a lot of I want to rest, I want to stop, because it's uncomfortable. Showing up to something is very uncomfortable. Showing up to any endeavor is extremely uncomfortable. And I've noticed that there's always these moments where I want to disengage, I want to stop, I want to do something else. It's very uncomfortable to show up to something unless you keep moving so much that you have no time to think about it. And that's when I came to understand downtime. Like, oh, I see. Recently I was reading about Newton's laws of motion. And one of the laws says an object in motion stays in motion, right? But it's also true the other way. An object that doesn't move remains unmoved, remains there. You stay true to where you are. If you're moving, you keep moving. If you stop, well, you stop. You keep being stopped. I think that's why some people talk about the law of attraction and this kind of stuff. I think because it's true. If you're moving towards something mentally, you start moving physically, you start moving towards that. Of course you're going to get there because it's a flywheel. It's a flywheel. You're moving towards that. If there is enough intention where it creates action, and then there's enough action, and then all of a sudden it looks like everything's rigged your way, as the great Rumi said, right? Everything starts conspiring to become that. I've talked to a handful of artists already who expressed to me that things aren't working. And I certainly relate to that. Because I remember when things weren't really working for me. And I still have my challenges. But I remember when I first started, things weren't working for me. I look back and I'm like, well, I really trained myself to do more. That's really what changed in me. I trained myself to do more. I wasn't doing enough. So I'll leave you guys with that. This is Hammer Time in the Car Studio. My name is Jose Trujillo. Thank you guys so much for joining. Take care. I got to get back in the studio now. I got to go in. Try to get some paper. I need some paper to keep the studio going. I need to sell some paintings. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.